Hey, it's Nate with Cash Talk TV, and I have a very special video for you that's very, very important. It's for those of you that want to understand money, those of you that maybe don't know anything about how money flows, how to use your money, and for those of you that maybe have awareness of, hey, I know I need to use my money to get more money, but I'm not exactly sure how it works out. What I have for you is the money map. It's very, very simple to follow, very simple to understand. I made it so simple so that anyone can understand it. Right now, what I'm going to do is take you to the whiteboard. It's a top-down view of the whiteboard, and I'm going to show you the money map. All right, so here's the money map. Very simple. I'm going to take you guys. All right, so here's the money map. Very simple. I'm going to take you through the money map so that you can get a better understanding of finance, money, all that. All right, so first off, we have the source of where you get your money from, aka the gold mine. Imagine it as a gold mine. So this could be your job. It could be a business. It could be an investment. All right, so whoever you are, whatever situation you are, you can get your own gold mine through a job, business, and investment. Or if you don't have any of that, it could be, a side hustle. It could be you selling something. So it could be a hustle too. Because I know some of you might not have a job, or you might not have a business, or you might not have investments, or but all of you can hustle, that's for sure. Okay? So now, in order to get money out of your gold mine, you have to use your time, your energy, or your resources. Now, listen, with investments, you might not have to use as much time or energy as you do in a job. A job might take more time, it might take more energy. If you have a really labor-intensive job, it's going to take more energy than, let's say, a white-collar job where you're doing simpler things like working with paperwork. Yes, paperwork requires mental energy, but it doesn't require, like shoveling or hammering or like physical labor, okay? So it could be a bit easier on your energy. It could take a bit less energy having a less physical, a job that requires less physical energy, okay? Now, resources, you might need money to make money from your job, okay? What am I talking about? I'm talking about gas. I'm talking about if you have a business, the equipment that you use, your internet you pay to run your business from home, whatever it may be, okay? It's going to require all these at some level. So ideally, you want more money in less time with less energy and less resources, okay? That's ideal. Ideal, everyone would just want a bunch of money without having to do anything, and then you could do whatever you wanted. But that's just not how it works when you're born, unless you're born into money, obviously. But if you want to build something, you have to build it, you have to create it, then you can eventually get to that spot in your life where you are doing a little bit of work, using a little bit of your time, using a little bit of your energy and a little bit of your resources, and getting a huge ROI, return on investment. Okay, so now that you know this part, you can ask yourself, how much money do you make, how often, and how easy is it? With these questions, you can start to think, how can you make more? How can you get paid more often? And how can you make it easier to get paid, okay? Now, there's the next part, which is a number, okay? However much you make, this represents however much you make. So this is how much you've taken out of the gold mine. Let's say with the regular job, it's every 2 weeks, okay? Or let's say it's 5K every 2 weeks. Plug in your own numbers, and on an easy scale, it's a 5 out of 10 on an easy scale. You have a job that's not too labor intensive, or you have a business, it's pretty much optimized. The systems are good, so it's pretty easy. You get paid, every week or every day. You get paid maybe a variable amount. Some jobs you make more than others, whatever it may be. Okay, so this is your take home. Now, you've got paid. What do you have to do? You're going to have to pay your taxes, bottom line. So, whatever you take home here, you have to minus your taxes out of that, okay? Then, another given are your basic expenses. So stuff like your power bill, your food, your gas and other essentials like toothpaste, okay? So you can pretty much calculate those. You know, you're going to need toilet paper, you're going to need toothpaste. Calculate all those, minus them out of this, okay? So you go through here, minus your taxes, minus your basic expenses. Then you have this sum right here, which is the money you get to do whatever you want with, okay? Now, ideally, you're going to take that money and put it into some investments that give you an ROI, okay? ROI stands for return on investment. So let's say you invest 1,000, you got 10,000 back. Let's say you invest $1 million, you got 2 million back, okay? You want to get a good ROI. You want to use your money to make more money. So that's what you should start thinking about first, okay? Imagine a thought cloud around here. Start thinking about what investments you can make. Now, we're not going to get into this right now. That will be for a whole nother video. Lots of videos, actually. So we're not going to get into what kind of investments. I just want to give you the money map and show you how your money needs to flow in order to make you more money, in order to give you a better life, in order to eventually give you that financial freedom, okay? Maybe in school you didn't want F's, but you want F's now. Okay, so ideally, after you put some money into investments that are going to give you a big ROI, you have the money left over, which would be, you know, right here. This is your fun money. This is blow money if you want. You know, blow your money. Basically, spend it on maybe a new car, maybe some new clothes, maybe a vacation, whatever, okay? That should be last. If you really want to live good, if you want to feel good on that vacation, if you want to feel good driving that new car, if you want to feel good in those new clothes, follow this first. Then you know everything's been paid, all your essentials, your taxes, you've put some money in investments to get you more money. Now the money you have left over, you can spend it guilt-free, 100% guilt-free, okay? So, that is the money map. It's very simple, easy for anyone to understand. And just remember, here on Cash Talk TV, we give you money advice, financial advice. We're going to talk about, you know, taking the money from your job, from your business, from your investments, from your hustle, putting it into other investments that pay you more often, and they pay you easier with less time, less of your energy, and less of your resources, so that you can have the whole gold mine and get that financial freedom.